As we said, testimony by Christine Blasey Ford and Brett Kavanaugh riveting the nation. Americans reacting in real time across the country on social media, and we're still feeling the fallout this morning. Hearing from two of Judge Kavanaugh's former Yale classmates. Paula Ferris is here with that side of the story. Good morning, Paula.
Good morning, Robin. And we'll all remember where we were during this hearing. It riveted the nation. TVs were tuned in on the floor of the stock exchange, and classrooms, even on airplanes. And while some had their minds made up prior to testimony, it was enough to sway others. From coast to coast on college campuses, in bars, office buildings, even at 10,000 feet, millions of Americans glued to their televisions, riveted, watching as Dr. Christine Blasey Ford spoke publicly for the first time.
That Mr. Kavanaugh had sexually assaulted me.
The testimony by Dr. Ford striking a chord and surfacing long repressed memories for some survivors of sexual abuse, like 76-year-old Brenda, who called in to C-SPAN to share her story.
I thought I was over this, and I have not brought this up for years until I heard this testimony, and it is just breaking my heart.
Ford drawing support from many.
This hearing will definitely help inspire a national conversation about this and how we as a society perceive women and how they should be treated and how they should be listened to.
But Kavanaugh also finding support.
We are here today in support of Brett Kavanaugh.
I don't think that it was Brett Kavanaugh had any part of it.
17-year-old high school senior Dan Radka found himself swayed by both testimonies.
My opinion of the issue itself has definitely changed after watching the hearings. I believe both of them.
The hearing was a top trend worldwide on Twitter. Law students at Judge Brett Kavanaugh's alma mater, Yale, gathering with their eyes glued to the proceedings.
This has destroyed my family.
I think this is a nonpartisan issue. The students want there to be due process.
And this morning, two of his former classmates from his time at Yale undergrad, Dr. Elizabeth Swisher and Lynn Brooks, say that Kavanaugh's testimony mischaracterized his drinking past in the hearing.
I've never blacked out. That's the allegation, and that's wrong.
I feel that he's perjured himself, and that's extremely problematic.
A lot of people drink in high school and college. What I'm taking issue with is the mischaracterization and the misrepresentation. If he's going to lie about the little things, what about the big things?
And they're speaking out about the Kavanaugh they say they knew back then.
He hung with the varsity basketball crowd. He definitely ran with that crowd and, drank hard with them.
Dr. Elizabeth Swisher, seen here with Judge Kavanaugh, says he was smart and friendly, but she says he could become rowdy when drinking.
He got loud, he slurred his words, he liked to play drinking games.
Lynn Brooks painting a similar portrait of Kavanaugh.
New pledges were getting tapped into the fraternity, and Brett was getting tapped in, and he was incredibly drunk in a ridiculous outfit. I find it not plausible at all that he remembers everything that he did that night.
Still, Kavanaugh's testimony Thursday was not good enough for both women who were former roommates with Deborah Ramirez. She's the woman who's accused the embattled judge of sexual misconduct. Judge Kavanaugh has denied any accusations of sexual misconduct towards anyone. But not all of his former classmates agree. Chris Dudley telling the New York Times the accusations don't fit with the man that he knows, saying, quote, "That's not in his character." Now, Dudley says he never saw him blacked out at Yale, saying these allegations simply are not Kavanaugh. And remember, 65 women who have known Kavanaugh for quite some time, they've come forward vouching for him. But, George, as you've been saying this morning, this just widening the already political chasm, the large one in this country right now.
Sure is. Okay, Paul, thanks very much. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.